Shalom. Today I would like to talk about the war against the Jews. This is a book by Lucy Davidovich about the war against the Jews between the years 1933 and 1945. It's a classic book about the Holocaust. So I would like to talk to you about the war against the Jews, but not a war against the Jews that took place 70 years ago, but a war against the Jews that is taking place today in the year 2014. I would like to talk to you about the rampant anti-Semitism that we see all over the world, from Argentina to Brazil, New Zealand, South Africa, Germany, France, Sweden, the United States of America, and Israel. We are not talking right now about a few Arab countries or Muslim countries. We are talking anti-Semitism all over the world. It's an anti-Semitism that doesn't distinguish between people who are pro-Israelis or anti-Israelis, pro-Gaza, against Gaza. This is just plain old anti-Semitism, as they used to sing in France, and I don't know exactly how to say it in French, but it sounded something like Hamas, Hamas, to the Jews, Gaz. And this is not about to the Israelis, Gaz. This is not those who support the state of Israel. This anti-Semitism doesn't distinguish between people who are left-wing, right-wing, who want to live in Israel, who don't want to live in Israel, who are secular, who are religious. Is the old anti-Semitism in a way that I never thought that we were going to live it again. I was talking to my children who were concerned about what they were reading online about anti-Semitism, and I told them, especially the two older children, you are living, I am afraid, in an historical moment. This is something that didn't happen for 70 years, and you are living it now. This is something new that you are being exposed. And after I shared with them this description of the moment, it made me think, is there anything different now than 70 years ago? And what do we need to do in order to confront this war against the Jews? The first thing, in my opinion, is to understand that is no justification for this war against the Jews that we see today, this anti-Semitism, in anything that we do or don't do. It may be a big temptation to say, is there anything different that I need to do, Manes Kogan, that we the Jews need to do so people won't hate us? Maybe if we leave Gaza, they won't hate us. Maybe if we give territories. Maybe if we stop making more money, or if we make more money, maybe there is something that we need to do. If we cut our beards, if we grow our beards, if we are proud, if we are not proud, maybe there is something that we need to do so people will stop hating us. And I think the answer is that this anti-Semitism doesn't respond to anything that the state of Israel or the Jews do or don't do. I think that, as my friend Marty Abrams says, I think is inherent, is part of the societies in which the Jews live, and in many places where even the Jews don't live, where we see this anti-Semitism as well. So I am afraid that we won't be able, I like to tell my children, I'm afraid we won't be able to change what the people think about the Jews. What I think is different today, and I think this is something that we need to do, is to understand that we need to be strong. That the strong Jewish people, a strong state of Israel, an economically strong Jewish people, an economically strong state of Israel, is what is going to make a difference. between the war against the Jews 70 years ago and the war against the Jews today. So I like just to summarize this idea and to say that I am going to stop trying to find out what the causes for anti-Semitism are there. I won't put my energy to try to explain to people who hate me why they shouldn't hate me. What I would like to do is to strengthen my Jewish identity, to strengthen my congregation, my community, the state of Israel, and to find a way that this war against the Jews will find us better prepared than 70 years ago. That this never again won't just be a motto that we said in the abstract for the last 70 years, because now I think this never again may be said with some concrete basis all over the world. I think that we must and we can learn the lessons from the Shoah and try to apply them to our lives, to teach them diligently to our children and our grandchildren, so they will know that the same anti-Semitism that took place 70 years ago, an anti-Semitism that doesn't distinguish between right-wing people and left-wing people, about conservative and liberal. This is an anti-Semitism that we see coming from all over the spectrum of ideologies in the world. People from the right and people from the left, people from universities and people who live in rural areas. It's something that is very, very difficult to explain based on one ideology. And of course that is, it is bad news for us. But the good news is, if there is any good news here, is that hopefully this war against the Jews that we are living right now and we are experiencing right now is going to find us better prepared, more united, and ready to fight back. Many blessings.